Hey, you want to get high, man?
Let's stimulate your mind.
Get up, Chucky! What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Rogin Kim.
Hello, and welcome to the Rogin Kimcast. It is I, Rogin Kim, your host for this next couple of whatever minutes, 2 minutes, tops. That's it. That's all I'm giving you today. 2 minutes, guys, and here we go. We're going to start with nuclear war. No, I'm sorry. That's not true. I will extend it by a little longer and not talk about nuclear war. Today, what did I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Crazy Rich Asians, who is sponsoring my podcast, guys. I'm so happy to have the sponsors, my first sponsor ever, Crazy Rich Asians, coming to you to theaters everywhere, August 15th, starring Constance Wu and Jimmy O Yang and Aquafina and that handsome Malaysian dude, which I should know. I should know his name. That's not cool for me to just call him Malaysian. That's not. No, he is Malaysian though. That's what I'm going to start. He is Malaysian, though. That's how I'm going to get in trouble. His name is Henry Golding, everyone. Henry Golding, Michelle Yeoh's in it, Gemma Chan. I don't know who these people are, but I'm glad they're in it. Constance Wu, I mentioned. Harry Shaw, Chris Pang. Check out this cast. Ronnie Chang, Fiona Shea, Pierre Ping, Remy Hill, Nico Santos. It's just a veritable who's who of Asian actors. Actually, I don't know who any of these people. I'm a terrible Asian. I should know. I mean, I know who Aquafina. I don't know. Oh, Ken Jeong. Look at that. And they all have. They're all Chinese. Koreans playing Chinese. Everybody's Chinese. Fuck it. Everybody's Chinese. You know what? I mean, it's gonna be. They're gonna take over, and we're all gonna wish we were Chinese. And at that point, I'm glad I could pass. Okay. And I'm sorry if I have to throw my white friends and black friends under the bus. We'll figure something out. You guys are entertaining. We'll have shows. It'll be great. Anyway, Crazy Rich Asians coming out August 15th. Yeah. Wait, that's a Wednesday. Yeah, August 15th. Coming to you, theater near you. Coming to a... Oh, I wish they had written some better copy for me. I'm reading this verbatim, guys. Crazy Rich Asians. It's the touching story of an Asian American woman who gets together with this crazy rich Asian dude, and then she's like, whoa, crazy rich Asian guy. You know, he's like so rich. And it's crazy because she's Asian too, but she's not rich. You know, she's steadfastly middle class, I guess. I mean, she doesn't seem poor, you know, because in the same country that crazy rich dude's in, there's also crazy poor Asians, you know, and that I feel like that might have made a better movie. Like if she had gotten together with a crazy poor Asian and they're like fucking, I don't know, you know, melting scrap metal together and building guns by hand. I don't know what crazy poor Asians do. I mean, crazy poor is like whipping an ox with a stick to make sure your crop comes in, you know, like that's agrarian. That's poor. Maybe it wouldn't, I don't know, maybe it'd be too depressing. You know, rich people love to see rich people. Rich people are, people aspire to that, and you know, you don't have shows that are like keeping up with the homeless or anything like that, you know, and believe me, they're working just as hard, if not harder, than the Kardashians. Okay? You kidding me? To be homeless? Maybe not in LA because it's a little easy to be, I wouldn't say easy, but you know what I mean? It's like not like New York where you have to go retreat underground during the winter months and live, you know, subterranean, like with the Ninja Turtles and shit. Like that's, you know, that's what happens over there. And that's tough. That's tough living. You think the fucking Kardashians could keep up with that? No. Anyway, I don't know if I could see Crazy Rich Asians despite their sponsorship because I have Movie Pass, and I don't think Movie Pass is going to let me see Crazy Rich Asians just because it's a new movie. Because you can't see new movies on Movie Pass anymore. You can only see old movies. And amongst the old movies, now you can only see the ones they say you can see, like some are restricted, some are, and I feel like, guys, this is how fascism takes hold. This is fascism. See, it's a promise. It was a promise of a wonderful look. Just for $10 a month, I could watch as many movies, at least one a day. Every, you know, a movie a day I could watch. Oh, it's free. It's free. And then slowly it turned to, no, you can't watch all of them, but some of them they're just, we're gonna have surge pricing. We're gonna have surge price, and then I was like, no, you know what? On second that, you can't watch those new movies anymore. First 2 weeks, And then amongst the movies you can watch, you can't. And then it's just going to be, you will watch this movie and that's it. That's the descent into fascism. I feel like that's it. Movie Pass that's it. It's not Trump. It's not the right. It's goddamn Movie Pass. Look at it. This is where our country's going to head. This is where we're going. This is the analogy, the metaphor for the United States of America. Movie Pass. Huh? This promises freedom. Great marketing. Great freedom. A bargain. Oh, let's buy into it. Everybody, let's all buy into it. And then when push came to shove, when the rubber met the road, it was we can't do it. We just collapse. Not like we're going to collapse. I mean, maybe. I don't know. All empires do. Are we an empire? I'd say we would be. We're like the empire that doesn't call ourselves the empire. We're like, we're not an empire. Give me that. We're not an empire. How dare you treat us as an equal, you stupid little country. You little peon. Bow before us. We are America. We are Rome. Yeah. So, Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know. I should be excited, right? I should be excited. This kind of is sort of similar thing happened with Better Luck Tomorrow came out. Remember Better Luck Tomorrow? That was the movie, came out late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know. It was like Asians. And everybody's like, whoa, Asians. And then John Cho came out of there, the Harold and Kumar. And that was good. But, every so often it's like, hey, Asians. Oh, my God. There they are. There they are. And then that's it. I mean, and then that's it. I mean, it's cool. It's fine because there they are. I don't mind that at all. Like growing up, I guess there weren't a lot of people who looked like me in the media, on stage. I mean, there's Connie Chung. On stage, I remember Margaret Cho. I remember Henry Cho. 2 Chos choosing comedy. Only one made it. There's only room for one Cho in this biz. Henry Cho was a Texan or something. He was like a Texan Korean dude. He had this southern drawl, and that was, I don't know, very inspiring to me because I was like, oh, we don't have to sound like that. We don't have to be all chang chang chang. We don't have to do the Asian language thing, chang chang chang, which is fine. I don't mind it. I advocate going back to it because really, honestly, you've done it. You've done the whole. Oh, hero. You've done that. You've done it. Oh, thank you very much. Or 很好嗨啊，你那么嗨好啊，你还那嗨啊，我呀，我那王啊，你那带走我行啊。언더로 모서서 우리 보러 와서 언제나스까 언니 아리가토. So it's funny. It's okay. It's funny. You do it in secret, just like when you sing the N-word in secret when you listen to your hip-hop, don't you, you dirty little bitch? I know you do. I'm sorry, that might have come out. But you do. You do, and it's fine. It's your dirty, dark little secret, right? Now it's better to be just open about sex stuff, right, than to be written about race stuff. You could be like, yeah, I let people pee on me. But you can't be like, I enjoy doing the ching chong. You ruin your career over stuff like that. But for me, when I was growing up, there was just Mr. Miyagi and Bruce Lee. Those are like my 2 sort of poles of Asian male representation, right? That's who I had to look up to, right? And Mr. Miyagi was cool, right? Mr. Miyagi was cool. He's fucking, he was like, wanted to help out Daniel-san and fucking taught him how to wash his cars and shit. He taught him cool stuff. And he had the accent too. He's like, Daniel-san, you must have, it's a very, very Asian, right? Very he even got drunk and sang in Japanese. Very Asian guy, But the thing is, in real life, Mr. Miyagi was a man named Pat Morita, who was American. So American, they interned him during World War II. He interned him and his family. That's how American is. You're not American unless you've been interned. You know what I mean? Like, and for those of us who haven't, we are just living off the fat of the land. We've been born on third, right? And sliding into home without even understanding that the people before us were imprisoned or enslaved or interned or something. You gotta be held against your will to make it as part of real American. So there he is. He didn't have an accent, man. Because I saw him in Happy Days. Pat Morita was Al, the guy who owned the place. Al's. where they all hung out. Al's with the big A. That was Al. It was a Japanese dude. No accent. No accent. He was just like, hey, guys. Hey. And they're like, hey, Al. And they never made fun of him being Japanese or anything. He was just a regular guy. But on the big screen, he was Mr. Miyagi. Right? He had to have the voice. That means basically he was putting on a voice. He was an Asian minstrel. Was he? I don't know. I mean, when I was younger and more radical, angry about this stuff. So yeah, he's a fucking sellout minstrel. Look at him shucking and jiving, right? Look at him. Because on the other hand, I always thought about Bruce Lee. Because look at Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee never really pretended to be anything he was. I mean, he was an actor, sure, he had to act, but he was a martial artist. He was a real ass dude. That's Louis J. Gomez. He was masculine. He had a thick ass accent, but he didn't care. He learned English, and he was like, "You gotta be like water." Like he didn't give a fuck. And the Chinese accent is not a sexy accent, you know what I mean? But he was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to talk like this," and I say, "You gotta be like water." Right? He don't care. What else? He fucking ended up marrying a white woman, had beautiful children, banging a white woman, speaking English with an accent on television, telling white people they gotta be like water and shit. Like, this is unheard of. Unheard of. This is why people of color, men especially of color, lost their goddamn minds. That's why so many black people still to this day wear Chinese kung fu outfits. That's where the Wu-Tang Clan comes from. You know what I mean? Like, this sparked the imagination of the men, the darker men, right? Like, they're a masculine, non-white person. And this motherfucker is kicking everyone's ass and telling them they gotta fucking be better, And it's fucking, and of course, he died. Bruce Lee died at a very young age, mysteriously, in a Thai hooker's apartment. They don't know why. They said they put the cause of death as misadventure. That was it. Cause of death, misadventure. For me, I think for me, cause of death was just being a badass Asian guy, right? Didn't fit the mold. Meanwhile, Mr. Miyagi gets to shuck and jive all the way to like a ripe old age. You know what I mean? They let him live. He lived till he was old. He had a second wind in his career. All right. I don't want to denigrate the estate of Pat Morita. Okay. I'm not calling him a sellout personally. Look, you got to do what you got to do. The motherfucker was interned. Motherfucker is a pioneer. Okay. I don't look down on him. It's not him. It's the people. It's the industry. It's the industry. It's the audience, and I feel like maybe we're better now. Maybe we don't have to murder the Asian dudes who don't break the mold, because I feel like that's what would happen to me. I feel like I am bound to be murdered because it's only until now have I been with a Korean girl. Like, up until now, I was dating outside my race. I loved it, dating outside my race, but I was probably marked for death, right? I saw this looks I got when I was dating a white girl. They were not welcoming me into the fold. I'll tell you that. Right? They were not welcoming me into the fold above my eyelid. I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke there about eyelid folds, epicanthic fold. All right, guys. We're gonna move on. Look, being Asian. I don't know. I forget I'm Asian all the time. I do. I forget what I am. I mean, do you go around remembering what you are? I guess white people and black people, it makes sense because, there's white guilt. So I guess you're just guilty. I'm white. I'm guilty. And then black people have been oppressed for so long. There's just a threat of death. We're like, I'm black and I could die. I should remember that, right? But so I feel like in some ways I'm more privileged than either. I just, people have low expectations. Crazy to rich representation. All right. Yeah, look, there's this whole thing about microaggressions now. It's a thing. I didn't grow up with microaggressions. I just grew up with kids going ching chong, ching chong. I didn't really, I don't understand. I get it. It should be a comfortable place. People don't want to be asked, no, where are you from? Or, hey, can you speak your language? It makes you uncomfortable, okay? You come up with a word for it and then try to address it in that way. It's a microaggression. Let's stop these microaggressions, But the only thing is, I feel like it kind of just enables weakness. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm from a different age, different time. I'm a 40-year-old guy. I think that, You gotta toughen up. You fucking people come at you with the ching chong. You gotta be like, dude, you gotta be better than that. This is fucking. Remember Cyrano de Bergerac or the movie Roxanne for you fucking Philistines? You know, where the Steve Martin has the big ass nose, and then the guy's like, hey, big nose, and like if he was all like, if that movie was made now, he'd be like microaggression, and then it would be end scene, right? Like there would be no, but no, you gotta be like fucking Cyrano de Bergerac, and you gotta fucking be like, oh. Big nose. Is that all you got? You got a big nose? How about, man, I ain't seen something like that since I saw a whale wash up. What is that? The nose of a fucking gargantuan elephant? I don't know. Cyrano de Bergerac was really well written, and I can't do it justice. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come up with better shit. You got to out. That's all they got. You understand? When people come up to you and go ching chong, or they go, or you eat dogs, or you can't drive, or your dick's little, or this or that, or this or that. This is shit from the 1800s, guys. This is from the railroad. This is the most unoriginal material there is. So basically, I'm not offended as an Asian. I'm offended as a comedian, okay? I'm a goddamn comic. I'm a goddamn comedian, and I respect the craft. You got to respect the craft. You come at me with something that took you a little bit more time, okay? Would you just look at me and then remember some things from the 1900s, like the fucking war propaganda, like fucking Bugs Bunny cartoons? Like, what do you come on? Be better. Be better. Just like, be best. Just like the First Lady said, all right? Come up with some fucking jokes. All right? Come with some good shit. Right? Asians, yeah, they look funny, they talk funny. All that stuff's great. That's great, but there's even more. But they're even worse than that. Let's talk about their character. Let's just talk about, the blind obedience to authority. The utter conformity that they... Okay. It's a good ride, guys. It's a good ride. Crazy Rich Asians coming to you August 15th. Go see it. Look, this whole thing, I guess, I'm struggling now. Not struggling, but I'm coming to terms or really thinking about, how I'm perceived. Because I'm starting to realize, I'm not like a lot of Asians. I'm not very unlike a lot of Asians. Very unlike a lot of people. First of all, I'm a ridiculous person. I am a comic in the sense that not like I get paid to do it or whatever, but I'm just like inside my soul and heart. It's what I am, and it's not something to be proud of per se because it's a sickness. Honestly, it's a sickness, and so I'm up there on stage and I look, and sometimes people think I come off as angry. Like the host after I get off stage will be like, "An angry Asian, guys," and I'm not saying anything angry. I'm just like hyped. I'm excited, but I'm also calling it like it is. And here's what it is. You know what? People are really, they want Asians, and this is including Asians. This is not just non-Asians, but also Asians. But what they expect out of you as an Asian person is sort of going out of your way to make sure people are comfortable, Just being like a little bit of, haha, yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Like the smile and like, okay, everything's okay. I'm not threatening. I'm not just, let's, everybody, that's just sort of how, I guess when you have billions of people, you know what I mean? You got to be nice. You got to be chill or else someone's going to stab you. And that's what happens, right? But I grew up here, man. And I'm just not like that. I don't really care, I guess, which I don't know. I guess that's something I'm working on because I should care. I should care how comfortable you are, but then I feel like I wouldn't have started writing jokes. I don't know. Okay, so I'm not one of those guys that fucking, won't look you in the eye or fucking kowtows and slouches and fucking puts myself down. I'm not gonna put myself down. Fuck you. But I'm not aggressive. I'm not gonna be all trying to get on top of you and mount you or anything. I'm chill. I'm chilling. I'm fine. Fine. Just relax. Okay? Whatever. I love people. People love me. That's great. All right. Thanks so much for listening. Thank you so much. You know where I'm at Rogin Kim. Follow me everywhere. And again, Constance Wu, Jimmy O Yang, Henry Golding, Ken Jeong, Aquafina, and Michelle Yeoh. And there's so many more. Crazy Rich Asians, starring in Crazy Rich Asians. In theaters now. No, in theaters August 15th.